All right, folks, welcome in. This is JE Live, and we've undergone a facelift for the brand new overlay that we are going to be running when we do our watch parties and moving forward, just JE Live. I hope you guys enjoy. We got about a minute before kickoff. We're going to be doing our usual watch party. So we always do the watch party for preseason, and normally I don't do during the regular season. However, with all of the primetime games this year, I'm going to be doing a lot of watch parties. I would imagine I'm going to be doing maybe 7 games this year. So buckle up, get ready. It's a different type of channel. I'm not used to doing this many watch parties, but I'm excited. We got everything going. At least I think. I see the tickers moving, but I guess we'll see how it goes with the Rams Chiefs. The game hasn't started yet. I guess now it is. So there's that. So yeah, hope everyone is doing well. Let's see here. Fancy tickers. Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. All right, so we got Mario Williams just got crushed. He just returned the kickoff. So we are underway here, trying to get everything going. Hope everyone's doing well. You guys can watch this on NFL Plus. This is a watch party. I have to remind you, this will not be your opportunity to watch the actual game. So 1st and 10 here. Bennett, handoff. We got Jarquez Hunter for about 2 to 3 yards. All right, here we go. So it looks like Peter Woods is starting for the Chiefs. I believe he was their second round pick. Chris Jones he was in there. So I guess they're playing some starters. A nice push there from the offensive line. You get about 3 there from Jarquez Hunter. Let's see what we got here. All right, they got Bennett in the gun. Pitch and catch. That's going to be, incomplete. I thought they might throw the flag there, but CJ Daniels incomplete. He threw it behind CJ. You're not going to get that call if you don't put it right on him. I don't know. Ticky tack. I wouldn't have called it. That was not a good throw. So Stetson Bennett underthrows him, and the Rams go 3 and out. 4th and 4. They're going to punt it away with Ethan Evans. Oh, man. He might have gotten... a 56-yard punt. And now we're going to see Justin Fields come out. 18-yard return on that one. What's up, Thunderbird guy? That's what I saw at Temple Hills Funk. I mean, 21 is right there. Really good rep by him. There's a hold there that they're not going to call. Desjuan Johnson is playing, so very interesting stuff there. Desjuan Johnson's getting a start on the outside. So we got 2nd and 4. They got the screen with Brashard Smith, made a bunch of guys miss. Brought down by Val Carcel, but it's a first down for the Chiefs. That was frustrating. Good play by Desjuan Johnson. I agree with that, Trill fam. Yeah, you got to be honest here. I mean, this is going to be a tough roster to make. It's just that simple. We've seen them cut guys before that, they're really high on and everything. I mean, yeah, Ty Hamilton has to step up without a doubt. I see Kier Thomas wearing number 11 on the outside, Desjuan Johnson on the other side. You got Hamilton, and you got Tim Keenan. There's a screen pass to Cyrus Allen. There's going to be a flag. I think that's coming back. Pass interference on the offense. Yeah, Jalen Royals I thought was blocking a little bit too early, so they got him there for offensive pass interference. So there, Wesley Bailey just checked into the game, 47 off the edge. Oh, that's a really nice play. 45. Who's 45? That was Nick Anderson from Wake Forest with the tackle. Really nice play behind the line of scrimmage. Appreciate you guys being in here. Wesley Bailey still in there. 3rd and 18. Pin your ears back. Go and rush the quarterback. Good stop. Nick Anderson and Val Carcel are on the stop there. It's going to be a 4th down. Good job by the defense. Obviously there was a penalty there that took away a first down for Kansas City, but they committed a penalty, which led to them nearly getting a first down. Peyton Zdroik, or Joik, I don't even know how to say his name. He was taking on a nice double team. He almost split the double team there. We got... Oh, there he is. If you guys didn't watch DTR, Xavier Smith is out there for the punt. So here we go. Xavier Smith, nice, makes the guy miss. Nice play up the middle there, gets to the 20-yard line. So you have some Chiefs celebrating, but I thought that was a pretty good return from Xavier Smith there. So 9:50, here we are. We got our scoreboard ready to go. Took a little bit there. So yeah, guys, I'm very new with all of this stuff that you see, so no guarantees that the ticker is going to go over perfectly, but I hope it does. It's 9:50, not 11:50, so the ticker is a little bit behind, but we'll get there slowly but surely. We will. Well, the scoreboard. So Cliff Kingsbury is not calling the plays. That is going to be Nate Shielhaas. So I like Wesley Bailey, yeah. How we doing, guys? Hope everyone is enjoying their Saturday. Appreciate you spending it, or at least some of it, with me. We got the game on. I'm using YouTube TV. But you guys can also check it out on NFL Plus. I believe it's on there. So, yeah, that's really what we're up to right now. Just watching the game, just giving my thoughts on it, play by play. Not trying to be, not trying to replace your announcer, like in as far as the play by play, but doing what I can. So, yeah. Basically how that's going. Stetson bootleg. Nice adjustment is Xavier Smith, and that's a first down for the Rams. So nice little bootleg there to the right, and Stetson just slung it. And there you go. We'll take it. Bennett hands it off, bumps it out to the outside, is Jarquez Hunter for a gain of 11. So this is a much better drive than the last one there. I really like that. And good block in there. Not Xavier Smith, CJ Daniels with a nice block. Waters is in. Stetson dumps it off. Xavier Smith gets about 2. So you're looking at a 2nd and 8 here. They're moving down the field. Oh, Jordan Waters powering his way for a first down. So, good run there. Really liking this drive so far. Although they're calling it 3rd down, I guess. No, that'll be a first down. That's way over the line. Trying to quick snap it here. Or not. They would not let him quick snap it. Okay, so Stetson's under center here. 1st and 10, hands it off. Good tackle, but Jarquez Hunter is able to scoot for 3. So they had him behind the line of scrimmage, and he's able to scoot for 3 there. I'm seeing a lot of CJ Daniels blocking in this one, and I like what I see. Although that one, he didn't have the face mask, but man, he came pretty damn close. You want to see those hands. That was not his best rep. But I like the blocking effort that we're seeing from him, nonetheless. Stetson bootleg, cross his body, and he dumps it off to Brennan Presley, who gets a chunk of yards there for a first down. So good to see there from Brennan Presley, a guy that really showed up last preseason. Some thought he could even carve his way into a not starting role, but a 53-man roster role. I really like these. Anytime you get a team to zig and you zag, I love that. This is just a really nice job. Essentially, they're taking this drive and they're creating a story. And the Chiefs had to respect the play action because the way they're running the ball. So then they're able to just boot it to the other side. Stetson hands it off, and shot out of a cannon is Jarquez Hunter, and he picks up about 8 there. So the Rams are just really running all over the Chiefs defense right now. Really like what I'm seeing. The creativity from Nate Schilhaus. He's getting a chance to call plays in this one. So I think right off the rip, you're starting to see, he's mixing his pitches, if you will, in terms of like a baseball term. But now we have a 2nd and 2 here, about 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Stetson motions. There we go. And Jarquez Hunter picks up the first down. So they just continue to move it. He ran right over Felix Anudike-Uzama for the first down. So Hunter looks strong. Rivers looks strong. Both guys are running with power, but you definitely see a lot more explosion out of Jarquez Hunter. I guess they're saying he didn't get the first down. Again, he was clearly over the first down marker, but they're saying it's 3rd and 1 here. Bad spot. They're coming out in the gun. Stetson, fake handoff, delivers it to Mark Redmond, who's had a really good camp, for the first down. So the tight end, Mark Redmond, picks up the first down the right side. We got a first down here, and it's going to be 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. So the Rams, just like that, there you go. They have a red zone drive. So here we go. 1st and goal. Stetson under center. Hands it off to Hunter. Quick cut, but really good tackle there by Alohi Gilman. Surprised he's playing. He's supposed to have a significant role. See, the Chiefs are they're definitely playing some of their starters in this game. So this is I think this is an important drive. Stetson Bennett and co are going down the field on a team that's playing a lot of starters. Or at least a lot of key players, we could say that. Another give to Hunter. He's going to get about 1. They stuff him. I don't love running out of shotgun there. Yeah, he got stacked up. Max Clare wasn't really able to block anything there. But to be fair, I mean, it just wasn't a great call. Although R. Mason Thomas destroyed Clare there. So the rookie, R. Mason Thomas, already making his presence known. So now 3rd and goal, 7-yard line. Rams do not want to kick a field goal. They want to go for it all. Here's Stetson out of the gun. He throws it, and it's almost picked off. He was going for Max Clare. Really nice play by Jaden Hicks, and it's an incomplete pass. So now it's going to be 4th and goal. I can't imagine the Rams are going to go for it. But it was definitely interesting. They had Max Clare lined up pretty much in the slot, and Clare almost caught it. He probably should have actually caught it looking at it now. It looked like it was almost picked, but now in the slow motion, Claire's got to haul that in. It's not a great throw, but you got to catch that, man. So 3-0. Rams just marched all over the Chiefs defense, and they're up 3-0 now. So that is where we are at. So far, with 3:25 to go, I know it says 5:25. The ticker's going to be a little behind, guys. I apologize, but let's see. Yeah, he's got to catch that. See, immediately I thought it's picked. You know, it didn't look like a good throw by Bennett. And then you see it after the fact. It's still not a great throw. It's definitely daring. I don't want anybody attempting that in the red zone. But I mean, Hicks is there, but I mean, he didn't actually make the play I thought he made. So Claire is able to somewhat like haul the pass in, and he just drops it. So it's funny how that looks when it's not slow motion. Cheeky Metro, thank you for the 5. Hunter better show out, brother. If not, Rivers better get the spot. I don't care if we wasted the pick. Well, unfortunately, and it's nothing against Ronnie Rivers, but it seems like he has the job locked up. And they're not playing him. So, I mean, maybe he's playing later on and he doesn't have the job locked up, but it seems like he's going to have it locked up. So, it looks like Waters is going up against Hunter. I don't think they can keep both of them, but we'll see what ends up happening. Look, I think they both looked really good on that drive. I think you see more explosion out of Hunter. I think you see more, a lot of power out of Jordan Waters, the way he runs as a downhill runner. I think he's somebody that will get picked up if they cut him, to be honest with you. So that's how I would see it, but appreciate the super there. Yeah, Tross looked good on that drive, and I like him at left tackle. Yeah, I'm not thrilled with what I saw from Stetson Bennett from the throwing perspective, but I am really liking the way they kind of drew everything up. Because so what you just saw was that Shieldhouse was getting him comfortable. So he's having him go, okay, we had a 3 and out. Let's get him in the bootleg. Let's run the football. Let's set that up, and then that way we can run out of the bootleg and just make it easier. Cut the field in half for Stetson Bennett to make some quick plays, some quick reads, some quick throws. And that's just, I mean, that's good play calling there from Shieldhouse. So 3:25 left to go in the first. Unfortunately, the scoreboard is very behind. So apologies there. Not really much I could do. The feed is just not loading as fast as I wanted to. Oh, that was almost a really nice play, and it still ends up being a really nice play. So you got Daryl Peterson there, second overall pick in the NBA draft, Aaron Peterson's brother. And then you had just all sorts of guys. You got Keir Thomas involved. So that was a nice stop there. Good, you really like to see that when they're able to get penetration like that in the backfield. Definitely what you like to see. So Fields. So Andrew Armstrong caught it. He had 31 all over him. And he's able to catch it over Alzillion Hamilton. Hamilton was right there, but he's got to finish that. You can't let a guy get out like that. That, we saw that last year in week 3, I believe, against the Philadelphia Eagles. It's like, I like that you're there. I like that you're, sticky in coverage, but if you don't get the ball, you still have to tackle the player. And we saw that kind of screwed them. There's Peterson. There's Keir Thomas. Fields is running. He gets about 2 yards and jumps out of bounds. By the way, Lampkin is switched to 21, and I want to say that Lampkin looked really good on special teams as a gunner. I wanted to point that out. So when they punted the first time, I thought he looked really good and got shoved in the back, but he was right there. So that's how you're going to make the team. It doesn't matter how good of a cornerback you're playing. When you have Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson, it's hard to make this team. And, what a play there. That was a nice tackle. Who was that? Rashad Smith just got eaten up. That was Rickert, the linebacker. Fields gets it to Smith. And, oh, my God, Smith almost got the first down there. Hill Green and Val Carcel. Looks like they stopped them, but there's a flag on the play. And it's holding on the Chiefs. Ethan Driscoll had the hold, and it looks as though the Rams are going to accept it. Even though it was fourth down, they're going to take the yards, and they're going to back up the Chiefs even further. So now it's 3rd and 20. There's Wesley Bailey on the left side. Desjuan Johnson on the other side. Bailey looks good, man. Putting pressure. Fields has all day to throw. He runs it. He can't get anywhere there, so he gets about 4 or 5. Ducks out of bounds, so it looks like it was a good move for the Rams to accept the penalty. You never like to take away a 3rd down, but definitely the pressure of Wesley Bailey really forced Justin Fields out of the pocket. At that point, the Rams were playing pretty conservatively in coverage, knowing that Fields didn't really have much he could do there to pick up the first down. So now it's 4th and 13. They're probably going to run this down. Oh, they're just going to punt it right now. So we're just at the end of the first quarter. You get a fair catch there from Xavier Smith at the 9. And now we'll see another shot at the Rams offense that just totally ran all over that Chiefs defense that sprinkled in starters and key players. So we'll see what happens there. Jordan, thank you for the 5. If you could pick a wide receiver to be 3 besides all pro receivers, mine would be Chris Givens. Who would you pick? St. Louis days. If I could pick a wide receiver to be 3, I would pick Denario Alexander in a heartbeat. I would give me DX because I assume we're not talking about, you said not all pros. So I mean, Kevin Curtis is up there for sure, but I'm going to go with Denario Alexander. I think DX would be insane with Matthew Stafford. We're talking about a guy that's built like Randy Moss. If only he had Randy Moss's knees, he would have been great. So yeah, that's a great question though, and it's not. It might not be an easy one for some people, but I still stand to this day. If Denario Alexander ever played for Sean McVay and had Matthew Stafford or like any semblance of, you know, like a good quarterback throwing in the football, he would have been a force in this league. And honestly, we saw it because when he eventually goes to the Chargers with Phillip Rivers, he had like 800 yards in like 7 games. So yeah, I'm going to go with Denario Alexander. Mr. Scampers, how you doing? So we're in a commercial break now, which is cool because it seems the ticker has finally caught up to the freaking game. Good Lord, man. I wasn't sure if that was ever going to happen. By the way, I have to say, Josh Allen playing in the preseason is just absolutely stupid. Josh Allen playing in the preseason, stupid. It was stupid to see Jackson Dart playing in the preseason. Did you see him get crunched? What are we doing? Don't play your starting quarterback in the preseason. It's just dumb. It's so dumb. Oh, Ty Simpson's already in right before the end of the first. So Interesting there. I thought Stetson probably should have played the first half. But at the end of the quarter there, Rams lead 3-0 on the road. I will say this, guys. I was thinking about this. Cheeky Metro, Stedman Bailey. I loved him. I think he's another player. Like, if he got a chance to play with a team with, like, Sean McVay as his head coach, and I think he would have been great, too. I want to say this. Okay? I want to say this. When it comes to... Wait, what are you talking about, Trost? Yeah, I only see the Kansas City broadcast. They're not even acknowledging half of the Rams players, so. Well, I hope Trost is okay, because that's not good. But anyway, I don't know, so I can't really make a statement on it. But this is what I'm going to say, okay? I still think there's a chance, and I don't know for sure, but I still think there's a chance that I can't watch the Rams broadcast because I don't get it in my area. Yeah, I mean, I only have the Chiefs. That's just the way it is. I mean, I prefer the Rams broadcast. JB Long is a friend of the show. Obviously, I would have the Rams broadcast on. I just am not getting it because they're on the road. If they were at home, it'd be different. But I'm not getting it here, so not really much I could do. But yeah. So anyway, I have a theory. I'm not saying it's 100% how I feel, but I could see it happening, where the Rams are trying to pump up Stetson Bennett's stock and trade him, and they're going to sign Jimmy Garoppolo at the end of preseason. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I'm not saying I know something or nothing, whatever. But I am saying that it would be really fascinating to me if all of this, Stetson Bennett this, Stetson Bennett that, is just a pump up his stock so they can try and trade him and then sign Jimmy G. So, I mean, again, I don't know if that's going to happen, but I wouldn't be shocked if it did. So, I hope Trost is okay. I totally missed that because, again, it's the Chiefs broadcast. We got 245 people in here. Be sure to hit the like button. If you know a Rams fan that would enjoy this, be sure to send it to him. Ty Simpson sends it to Max Clare. So his first NFL catch and his first NFL completion for both of those guys. And now the Chiefs are talking to their owner and not showing the game. So, gotta love it. Oh, there's Trent Green. Former Ram. So we got 3rd and 2 here. They're showing Patrick Mahomes. So I don't see anything right now. Hopefully they get to the play before it actually happens. All right, there it is. So in the gun. Oh, Ty got a really bad pass, or really bad snap, and he has to throw it away. So that's a damn shame. I think he probably should have taken off there and run, but you get a little spooked there. That was not a good snap. There's nothing worse than watching another team's preseason broadcast because they literally do those interviews where they zoom in on the box, and it's like, I don't care. I'm just being honest with you. I just don't care. I'm not going to put too much stock into Trost being out. The hamstring injury, I'm not thrilled about it, but you have to understand it. He probably is so important to this team that they were like, oh, he got hurt? Yeah, we're not even going to push him returning in this one. Yeah, we don't know on Trost. We can't make a decision on that. They're talking about the World Cup. Like, this is what I mean. I don't want to actually see the Kansas City broadcast, but I don't have a choice. So, all right, now we got, it looks, they're still talking about the World Cup, so I don't even know, ironically, the Chiefs player that just threw it. It looks like that is Garrett Nussmeier. So he just completed his first pass in the NFL for 10 yards. And it went to that Jake Brittingstool. They're talking about their new stadium. That looks like a total ripoff of SoFi, except on the outside. It just looks kind of weird, but second and 1. I thought I got the first. Well, now they got the first. Wesley Bailey trying to rip the ball out. And Emmett Johnson gets the first down. Really loved him in college. Man, I can't believe the Chiefs were able to get him. He's wearing number 10. I don't know what it is. So we got Nikhil Hill-Green in there. Nussmeier steps up in the pocket, throws it away. Looking for Cyrus Allen. He was all sorts of covered there. So pretty interesting here. Desjuan Johnson got some snaps. I haven't seen him. No Sean Dolak, despite the fact he was on the poster. No idea why he was on the poster, by the way. But no Sean Dolak, which I like to see. He's a lock to make the roster. They're going to keep 4 linebackers from what this looks like. It looks like Hill-Green is playing like he's going to be a practice squad guy. Nice tackle there. They never zoom in on who tackled the guy, so that's always fun. Nice tackle by Alex Cook from the UFL. So you got 3rd and 7 here. Nussmeier in the gun. He's rolling to his left. He's surveying. Oh, a great throw there. Nico Remigio, I think his name is. That was impressive. And I liked Nussmeier's tape. I don't know how he fell. I didn't love it, but I liked it. And I don't know how he fell to the 7th round. That was insane to me. But that was a really good play there that he created. Keenan is plug in the middle. Yeah, he looks good. I like seeing Tim Keenan play. So far, so good. I like it. Appreciate you, Cheeky Metro. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. I really do appreciate it. We have 245 people in here. So be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. It really does help out the channel. Just a few announcements I want to make. So in case you guys didn't know, one, right? I have a Patreon. I have been on a bit of a hiatus on posting on Patreon, but I'm going to ramp it up during the season. We're going to be doing film breakdowns. That will be in the description. So if you want to sign up for the Patreon and get access to those exclusive film breakdowns that I'm going to do, it's over on there. We also have a Discord. The Discord link is also in the description below. This is also brought to you by my partner, Prize Picks. So be sure to check out Prize Picks. The code is HMA. You're gonna get you're gonna get $150 if you play $5 and you win. So it's my favorite promo that they have. So that's kind of what's at stake right now. And then 2 other things I want to bring to your attention is that, and you can see on the screen below, I just started a new show with Cameron Lynch, Gridiron Hokage, over on Roundtable Sports YouTube, and I am going to drop a new Rams show that's going to be a daily show called Ramley Time with my father, Jason Ellenbogen, and my brother, Tyler Ellenbogen. So really looking forward to that. A lot of stuff on the channel, a lot of content. So I hope you guys are excited or as excited as I am. Downtown Rams just came back last night. We've been on hiatus since April, day 3 of the NFL draft. We went off the air, and that has been that. So we just did an episode yesterday. So a lot of content, on this channel. So really do appreciate you guys for supporting. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to bring that to your attention. We got a lot of different news coming out and everything. A lot of news to break and for the channel, and yeah, I feel really good. And potentially we'll see if there's another thing down the pipeline, but that's what's going on right now as Nussmeier throws another bootleg pass to the left side to Watson. Looks like he was a little shaken up there, but he's probably fine. Big issue with Nussmeier in college was that, he had a hard time staying healthy, and, he got pretty banged up at LSU. So we'll see what he can do. We named it Ramley Time, Ruiz. That will likely start before the season. But if you guys love the NFL as much as I do, over on Roundtable Sports YouTube channel, Cameron Lynch, who used to play for the Rams and the Buccaneers, and we had Off the Edge. We changed the name to Gridiron Hokage. So be sure to check that out as well. So a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff. There's Desjuan. He's still in there. And there's a first down run there. I believe that was Emmett Johnson. So Emmett Johnson just had another first down run. Chiefs are this is a little bit of a slog drive. They're, carving their way down the field, and yeah. Can't believe they got Emmett Johnson in the 5th round. Are we kidding ourselves? Oh. They had him, and he bumped it to the outside, and he's able to get 13 there. So good run by Emmett Johnson. I mean, they really had him stacked, and he just found a way. Oh, and they got hit with a horse collar tackle. It looks like it was Cam Lampkin. Yeah, Daryl Peterson had the horse collar tackle. Chiefs now at the 9-yard line after the penalty. Toss to Emmett Johnson, who sees Pater. A spin move, breaks the tackle, and he is in for a touchdown. Chiefs take a 6-3 lead. But a flag is on the play, and it looks like this one's going to come back. So it was holding on the Chiefs. So that's going to be back. That's coming back. I couldn't really see the hold, but I guess I'll take it. So at the 14 now, Chiefs come out in the gun. Nussmeier's feeling the pressure. He just throws it away, and it's going to be a problem. Johnson is down. Really good play there. All sorts of pressure that came in. Unfortunately, watching number 8, that's Monty Rice, who tried to rip the ball out. Hard to see an 8. That's not Jared Verse, but it's a new era, I guess. That was not a great decision by Nussmeier. At the 20-yard line, Nussmeier feeling the pressure. Wesley Bailey pushed him out of the pocket. And a great play by Alzillion Hamilton, who pushed the ball away. He ended up going up and batting that down. That was intended for Cyrus Allen. So good stuff there. I really like that play because Bailey pushed him out. And then this is some really good awareness to just get your hand up there and swat it down, going from the different direction there. If he doesn't do that, and that's a touchdown there for Cyrus Allen. So really good stuff there from Alzillion Hamilton. That was really impressive. And again, that's all about awareness there. 3rd and goal now at the 20. And there's a nice play there. Wesley Bailey on the tackle. And they are going to kick a field goal now. So the Chiefs went from being up 6-3 for a hot second to now they're going to be kicking a field goal. Good stuff from the defense. I thought that was really resilient there. You know, you get the flag. You got to be able to show up. It's going to be a brutal 10-yard holding call, and they do that. They pin their ears back. They rush the quarterback. They force him to make a bad decision. Then he's got a touchdown waiting in the wings, but never fear, Alzillion Hamilton is here. And then you had Bailey with some great play there, setting the edge and making the tackle. So the Chiefs are going to tie it up here with the field goal. It's 3-3, 7:43 to go. And I got to tell you, I like what I'm seeing from the Rams. The offense, I mean, I hate the fact that Ty Simpson had that bad snap because I want to see him have a full drive. But I really like what they showed, like coming back from that, the adversity that they showed that drive, the defense. So standout for me, Hamilton made a mistake earlier in the game. I thought he had really good coverage. He did kind of the same thing. I mean, Emmanuel Forbes had really good coverage on A.J. Brown. That's not the name of the game. If you can't, he makes the catch, you still got to bring him down. It doesn't matter how good of coverage you had. We saw that week 3. Hamilton gave up a few yards after the catch, and then he comes back and he saves a touchdown. So Hamilton looked good there. Really liked what I saw. Lampkin has looked good from the gunner perspective on special teams. He's had a couple nice plays. He's been around the football. Brennan Presley on the offensive side, he had a 21-yard catch, showed some good vision. I really like the way Jarquez Hunter's run the ball. I like what I saw to Jordan Waters on that one carry. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of, how I see it. I mean, Xavier Smith had a nice return, where he had to show some, show some vision. Nick Anderson had a really nice TFL earlier in the game, and Wesley Bailey has really stepped up, setting the edge, forced a hold. So he's done his job. Monty Rice has had some nice plays. He almost ripped the ball out on his last tackle. Daryl Peterson had a nice play, and, unfortunately he ended up having the horse collar tackle. And you have, what's his face? Tim Keenan, who's been kind of the man in the middle there. So, there's definitely some good things to take away. I'm a little surprised Desjuan Johnson's playing in the second quarter. That's the only thing that's really surprised me. I'm looking forward to seeing Dean Connors. I think he's talented. I think he's got a shot to be, a part of this roster maybe later in the year. So we'll see. But yeah. What's up, Willie Bowen? How you doing? Guys, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to be doing this more since clearly people like it. So we're also going to do a post game after this. So it'll be a separate stream altogether, just so you guys know. Williams is returning it. And he cuts it back, and a nice return, takes it upfield, and he's down past the 35-yard line. So nice return. You definitely saw some explosion there from the former USC Trojan. Yeah, I like Williams. I don't know if he really has much of a shot of making this team, but, I mean, hey, you have plays like that. That definitely helps your case. So now here we go. Ty Simpson under center. Motions Xavier Smith. Hands it off. And there's Jordan Waters there for a gain of 4. So they have a 2nd and 7. Simpson was under center then. They're going to keep him there. He's staying under center here. Play action boot. Nice throw. Nice catch. Downfield. That was beautiful. To Mark Redmond, who has yet another catch in this one. Explosive play there. A 23-yard grab from Ty Simpson. Really good stuff. And this goes back to what I was saying. When you look at Shieldhaas, this is exactly what you want to see. You were getting Stetson Bennett comfortable. You got to get Ty Simpson comfortable. You got to have him doing these different things, right? You got to have the bootleg. You got to have these opportunities. And this is how you're going to get him comfortable. Unfortunately, they're not running the ball as well as they ran it with Bennett. So it is putting Ty in a predicament. Ty is going down the field, and a nice catch. Hauling it in, and that is Tyler Scott, the former 4th-round pick out of Cincinnati, making the grab, laying out for that one. What a catch there by Tyler Scott. And he barely caught that. That was not an easy catch. Really good stuff there from him. I like him a lot, by the way, but that's a good throw. Nice bootleg to the opposite side of the field. Xavier Smith is still in there, surprisingly, for a gain of 4. I like what Ty's showing because, we've seen a lot of this from Brock Purdy. We've seen a lot of this from Sam Darnold. We've seen a lot of this from Kyler Murray over the years. The Rams have a guy that can really threaten with his legs. And also, as long as he doesn't get himself into trouble, he can use his legs as help if he doesn't have anything going for him. He extends the play. You're already seeing that right away. Simpson's picking up what the defense is putting down. So here we go. Simpson hands it off. Not a great handoff there. Waters could not really hold on, and he wasn't really able to get much there. Waters bobbled the ball, and then nobody really blocked up front. So, yeah, it's just not a great play all around. You missed you lost about 2 yards there. I would have liked to see them throw it there with Simpson. I want to see this guy get his confidence sky high. That's what I want to see. But this is a huge 3rd down here. This is a huge 3rd down here. 3rd and 9 here. The Rams are one of 4 here today on 3rd down. Simpson comes out in the gun. Here we go. Simpson fires it, and it's completed to CJ Daniels for a gain of about 2. So I didn't love that call either. That just felt very conservative. Would have liked to see him maybe, draw something up for Simpson to throw it deep down the field. But hey, nonetheless, CJ Daniels does make his first catch in the NFL, albeit it is preseason. So the Rams will punt here. Oh, no, they won't punt. They're in field goal range. I'm an idiot. because Mevis now for 40 yards out. The thicker kicker is good. So it's now 6-3 Rams. Good drive. I would have liked to see them push Simpson more. He had a nice explosive play, where he gets it to Mark Redmond for 23. And you felt like he's in a rhythm, like 13 yards to Tyler Scott. And then it just felt like you're trying to force the handoff there. Jordan Waters, he's averaging 3 yards a carry. I don't know. I would have liked to see Ty get more of an opportunity. So we got 6-3, although the scoreboard is a little bit behind there. But we got 6-3 Rams. Yeah, that's where we're at. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. We got almost 300 people in here. Be sure to smash that like button if you haven't already. And while we're on the topic here, let's see here. 1 second. So while we're on the topic, just want to give another shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring every video on this channel, especially this watch party. And you guys can go and check out Prize Picks here. The link's in the description below. Use the code HMA and you can play $5. You get $150 if you win. So you got Puka Nacua here. If you think he's going to have a touchdown in week 1, you put more. If you think Matthew Stafford's going to have less than this, you're going to put less. It's really that simple. So be sure to get in on the action with Prize Picks. Again, the link is in the description below, and it's available in 40 states. So we're back here, and pretty decent return there by the Chiefs. We got 2:34 remaining. And we got Emmett Johnson checking back into the game. He had a really nice drive, the last one. He scored a touchdown, was called back due to a hold. So that was the story there. But the Rams are up 6-3. No touchdowns scored so far that have stood. So now here at the 41-yard line. And wow, Jalen Royal somehow hangs on to that. The coverage was suffocating, and he still somehow found a way to hang on to that. Pretty crazy stuff. That looked like that was for Kareem, the UDFA. So hard to tell you, but hard to tell, I guess. Bootleg, Ty Hamilton had some good pressure there. Forced the quick pass, incomplete. You had once again, Nazir for Kareem is right there breaking up the play, and he had some really good coverage on the last play, and somehow Royals hung on. Oh, Andy Reid's challenging it, so I guess we'll see. Cheeky Metro, thank you for the $1. I really do appreciate it. Deontay Smith, thank you for the 2. Rookie quarterbacks having a great preseason so far. Yeah, I mean, I thought you saw some good things out of Ty right away. I just wish that they pushed it more. And then I think Nussmeier's looked really comfortable back there. So, they both are kind of putting on a little bit of a show. So, yeah. Appreciate it, Deontay. Let's see. I don't know if Alexis is joining. I haven't heard from her, so no pressure, obviously. I just was kind of just throwing it out there for her. Let's see. They're not trading Parkinson. They feel like they have 4 starting tight ends. They're not trading Parkinson. Gen Z Elder, yes. So Stetson did start. He had his moments. I mean, probably should have had a touchdown pass, even though it wasn't the best throw. But yeah, he started, played almost the entire first quarter, and Ty came in at the end of the first quarter. Willie, I don't know. I don't think so. So they called it a catch on the field, or they call it a catch overturned now. So it is going to be a catch. All right, so we got a 2nd and 1 here. Oh, Bailey had good pressure. Throws it deep down the field. Incomplete. Alex Johnson was right there in the hip pocket. And there's some laundry on the field. Oh, ineligible player downfield. So once again, you see it. You guys know, if you've been watching the channel, I've been telling you about Wesley Bailey and how I think he's the UDFA that's going to make this team. And it seems like every time he's on the field, he is doing something. You saw the pressure there. It forces Nussmeier. Once again, his internal clock. He's just not ready. It's a great pressure. And it also forces him to delay the play. So because he keeps it going, right, now you have the offensive lineman on maybe the 2nd or 3rd string doesn't know better, goes up the field 5 yards, it's a penalty. So he's now forced 2 penalties. Really good day. Oh, and this is just an absolute dominant affair there. You had 3 guys about to match him in the backfield. Keir Thomas, but they call Keir Thomas offsides. That's a shame because Keir Thomas didn't need to be offsides. If he's not offsides, they had 3 different guys convening on him in the backfield anyway. So that's a darn shame. Second and 1. Nussmeier hands it off, and there's Emmett Johnson. Dude, I like Nick Anderson. I'm just going to say that right now. He's probably not making this team because of how stacked it is, but I really like Nick Anderson, excuse me. Nick Anderson is everywhere. He's everywhere. It's another penalty, though, so he got the first down, but it's going to push him back. It's 2nd and 11. Nick Anderson is all over this field. He flies to the ball like nobody's business. It's actually a lot of fun to watch. He's got 7 tackles. In the first half, he's got 7 tackles, 4 solo, and a TFL. He's been everywhere. The next guy has 3 on the team, and that's Tanner Engel. You got 7. The only one that's even close to him is Jaden Hicks of the Chiefs. Jaden Hicks, he's a starting caliber player. I know tackles aren't everything, but just to see a guy flying all over the field, but having controlled aggression where you can actually, it's one thing to fly all over the field and show how great you are and flex your muscles and, I have great range and I'm athletic. It's another thing to actually finish these tackles, and that's something that Nick Anderson is doing. When he gets his hands on a ball carrier, he's going down. Like, it's not, there's really no missed tackles in his game. It's really impressive. And that's definitely somebody that caught my eye. He was one of the 5 guys that I highlighted. I just think he's got an uphill battle to make this roster, but from, Wake Forest, the 5'11", buck 97, 45 wearing safety, he's definitely somebody to keep an eye on. I don't know if there's a pathway to make the roster because look at who didn't play today. Okay. Jalen McCullough did not play today. Okay. So all these guys didn't play. It's like, well, now we know who's going to make the roster for sure. Not that I ever thought Jalen McCullough's job was in jeopardy, but it's going to be hard to make this. So, that Curdy, thank you, member for 4 months. Jake, are you keeping count of all the flag calls? I'm not. I just have the box score in front of me, so I can tell you that there are 5 penalties for 43 yards on the Chiefs and 2 for 9 on the Rams. Now, this is good. And the reason it's good is because it tells me that the Rams are fairly disciplined. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing to see. So, yeah. Definitely love to see it, for sure. But yeah, so far, I mean, I didn't see Jarquez Hunter at all the last drive. If he does not play another down the rest of this game, I'm going to lock him in as he's a guarantee to make the roster. Guaranteed to make the roster. If he doesn't play another down the rest of this game, he's making the roster. We've seen it before, though. We've seen it before where they're like, yeah, we're going to play this guy, and then he comes out, and you're like, oh, I guess he's made the roster. And then he comes back in the 3rd quarter, the 4th quarter, and you're like, oh, I guess he hasn't made the roster. I want to see Jarquez Hunter get carries this season. Imagine what he would look like if he had the starting offensive line. They're showing the highlights of Josh Allen. I can't stand watching Josh Allen play in preseason. That's just so stupid. Why would you do that? Oh, I hate it. I hate watching starters play in preseason. It really pisses me off. So 2nd 11 here. Nussmeier complete, they're saying, to Cyrus Allen. That was weird because Cam Lampkin was almost positive he dropped the ball. So, I mean, I don't know why he was so convinced. I didn't think it was even close. But Lampkin was saying he didn't catch it. Allen's the rookie they're really high on out of Cincy. Good bull rush there from Wesley Bailey. But unfortunately, they catch him leaning and they dump it off to Emmett Johnson for the first down. But another flag on the play. Emmett Johnson looks good the way he moves. It's another hold from Kansas City. Mike Caliendo had the hold, number 66. That's crazy. I got to see this again. Because honestly, I didn't agree with the hold in the red zone. Personally, I didn't see anything there. I guess they're not going to show it, but okay. They had the first. That was a great bull rush there from Wesley Bailey. Somebody's got to be there, though, to help out on the edge. Third and 8 here. Ball at the 46-yard line. Pass midfield. Shotgun for Nussmeier. Plenty of time for Nussmeier. And Cyrus Allen climbs the ladder. Huge catch. I mean, he jumped way up there for that. That was like a 40. That was like a 40 vert just to get that ball. I don't know why Nussmeier threw it so high in the air, but great catch. And Hill Green tried to rip the ball out, but to no avail. So it's going to be first down for Kansas City. A good conversion there. I just don't know why Nussmeier's throwing it that high. That was insane. It's funny, right after you said that they're going low budget on the broadcast, now they're showing all these highlights of random Cincinnati Bearcats. Nussmeier steps it up. And there is Emmett Johnson picking up the first down. I'm telling you right now, Emmett Johnson was one of my favorite running backs in this draft. He is going to be a problem. You could already see it. Patrick Mahomes is going to be dumping that ball off to him. Before you know it, Emmett Johnson will be their starting running back. Like, I know they got Kenneth Walker. I understand that. Kenneth Walker has injury concerns, first off. And secondly, Emmett Johnson does things that I just don't see from Kenneth Walker. And I like Kenneth Walker a lot. But that stop-start ability that he has, I'm telling you right now, that the fact he fell the 5th round just is absolutely mind-boggling to me. He's so talented. You're watching him, and you're like, every play you feel like he's going to pick up the first down somehow. So a lot of time here, 107 before the half. 22-yard line, Rams trying to hold him. Nussmeier, pressured, gets the ball out. I think they got his hand there, it looked like. Trying to see who pressured him. I believe that was Keir Thomas who he hit him. At least he hit his hand while he was throwing. Oh, man. Bailey had such a good jump start there, but there was a false start, and it probably cost him a sack and maybe even a strip sack with the way he was coming off the edge. So that's a darn shame. Another penalty by the Chiefs. They look really undisciplined. I'm not going to lie. And there are a couple penalties I disagreed with, but man, the Chiefs just do not look disciplined up front. So you got 2nd and 15. Feels like Nussmeier is on a treadmill right now. Under center. Oh, they had two guys there, but the screen gashes them. The Rams were not ready for it. Briningstool picks up a chunk there. 54 seconds remaining. So right away, Bailey gets away. It's a block and release, unfortunately, and Briningstool has nobody to pick him up, so he's wide open, and then he just takes it. So now you're looking at a 3rd and 5 here. 45 seconds remaining and counting. And the Rams just called a timeout. So this ball is now at the 17-yard line. Treadmill or not, the Chiefs are knocking on the door to at least tie this game, maybe even take the lead. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. We have 33,383 subscribers, so I really do appreciate every single one of you. I know not all of you are in here right now, but I appreciate every single one of you if you see this after the fact. And also be sure to hit the like button. So that is incomplete there. And the Chiefs are now going to kick a field goal with 37 seconds left. It really begs the question why the Rams called the timeout. Do they really think that, are they going to try and do a 2-minute offense there with Ty Simpson? They're going to have about 30 seconds left in this game, or in this quarter, this half even. So 35-yard field goal. Harrison Butker puts it through. So it is 6-6. No touchdowns. Good pressure from the Rams defense forces it. This is what we're looking at now. I agree, Night Owl. They're getting a lot of pressure and they're not blitzing. I'm noticing that a lot. So 34 seconds remaining. Maybe they're hoping they can get a return to the 40 and go from there. Tyler Scott and Brennan Presley are back to return it. I want to see more Tyler Scott, man. I like him. Presley is going to return it. Scott to block. And Presley dodges a tackle, breaks another tackle, and gets to about the 31. So not a bad return. It looked like he was going to somehow get a little bit more. It's just hard anytime you decide to go to the side like that. When you go horizontally, it's really tough to outrun those guys. You're bouncing that thing out. I mean, that's a lot of yards that you're running just to get to the outside. So not a bad return. We'll take it. I like the tackle breaking. So 25 seconds left. And Ty Simpson comes out in the shotgun, so they're going to go for it here. And Ty gets the snap. Looks like nobody's ready. He delivers it to Max Clare for his second catch of the game and picks up about 4. Although they say he stepped out a little bit early. So 18 seconds remaining, second down. I like that Sean McVay and company decided, you know what, we're going to call a timeout and give Ty a shot. So here's Ty. Look into the sideline. Great throw to Max Clare. Gets out of bounds there. That's going to stop the clock. And they are up past the 45-yard line here with about 12 seconds remaining. And now Ty Simpson, still 2 timeouts in his pocket. He's going to throw, and Xavier Smith's going to push up field, get about 8, dive out of bounds, and now you're looking at 6 seconds. Are we going to see a quick pass and try to get out of bounds and kick a long field goal, or are we going to see a Hail Mary here? I guess we'll find out. It looks like McVay is calling plays. He said Shieldhouse was going to, but it looks like McVay is. I don't know, though. Goes to the outside, gets out of bounds, one-handed catch by Max Clare, gets the first down, keeps their 1 second left on the clock. Good throw by, well, not really a great throw by Ty, but great catch by Max Clare. 43-yard line of Kansas City. Bring out thicker kicker, man. Give him a try. 61-yard field goal. Let's go. That was a really nice job by Claire to get out of bounds. You like that awareness. There's no time. Don't push up at all. You just go straight out of bounds. I liked what I saw there. It seems like Ty has a lot of time to throw. So the offensive line seems to be doing their job. Kansas City, I don't think, still has their starters in, or some of their starters. They didn't have all their starters in, but they had some of them. I don't think they still do at this point, seeing as Justin Fields is out of the game. So, all right, 1st and 10. They're keeping Ty Simpson out there in the gun. He's feeling the pressure. He throws it deep down the field. He just got hit hard. And R. Mason Thomas delivered a punch. I don't understand that one. I got to be honest with you. Kick the field goal. Try the 61-yarder with thicker kicker. See if he can make it. You might need that. I don't like putting Ty Simpson in harm's way there. I mean, you're blocking well, but now this is a completely different play where they're just going to send the house, and that's what they did. So I didn't like that play call, but it's preseason. It is what it is. Rams tied with the Chiefs at the half, 6-6. Thank you guys for being in here. Really do appreciate everybody being in here. It's been a fun first half. I've liked what I've seen from Ty Simpson. 9 for 11 for 74 yards. He looks good. He does. Bad snap is the one throwaway he had, and then he got hit while he was throwing a Hail Mary. Those are his incomplete passes. That's it. Those are the only incomplete passes Simpson's had. He's put it on the money. He's delivered it. And I'm excited to see this guy go. I want to see him. I believe the Rams started with the ball in the first half, unfortunately. I want to see more Ty Simpson. I want to see them really let this guy go. Because, I don't need to see all sorts of runs and stuff. Which, by the way, I want to point out, Jarquez Hunter was in that entire drive. I don't know if we noticed that, but Jarquez Hunter's still in the game. So, but just give me all the Ty Simpson. I want to see more of him. He looks good. Keep this confidence going. I'd play him the rest of the game. I know Matthew Caldwell will probably want to play. Get that. I understand it. Unfortunately, he's probably not going to play until game 3 of the preseason, I would imagine. But yeah, I didn't like the decision. See if Mevis, who, by the way, think about this, guys. Think about this. You want to do what's best for your football team. What's best for your football team? Do you want to go with Ty Simpson throwing a Hail Mary where he could get hurt, which I don't think that makes your football team better? Or do you want to try and kick a field goal with the kicker that you're going to have during the season? Do you want to see if he can make a 61-yarder? I disagree with that call. I do. Give me more Ty Simpson. That's how I feel. That's all I really care about right now. I want to see Ty Simpson playing more because that was fun. I like the way he's moving around. I like the way he's surveying the field. I like his confidence. I like his poise in the pocket. I did not like that call, though, to just have him throw a Hail Mary. Wasn't the smartest play. So, it's tied. No touchdowns, but hey, you know what? It's been an interesting preseason game. That's for damn sure. So, at the half, you got Ty Simpson, 9 for 11 for 74 yards. Stetson Bennett, 4 for 6 for 38 yards. Jarquez Hunter is your leading rusher, 9 for 35. Jordan Waters, 3 for 9. Xavier Smith is your leading receiver, 4 for 26. Mark Redmond, 2 for 25. Max Clare, the rookie tight end, second-round pick, 4 for 25. Brennan Presley, 1 catch for 21. Tyler Scott, 1 catch for 13. CJ Daniels, 1 catch for 2. And then we have Nick Anderson coming in. They actually discredited him with a tackle. So 6 tackles on the day, 3 solo and a TFL. You got Tanner Engel with 4 tackles, all solo. Monty Rice, who just signed with this team, 3 tackles, 2 solo, 1 TFL. You got Cam Lampkin, 3 tackles. Bailey, Hamilton, Val Carcel, Moai, Forkerine, and Daryl Peterson III all have 2 tackles. Kier Thomas has a tackle. Alex Cook, Desjuan Johnson, Nakai Hill Green, Alzillion Hamilton. He also has a pass breakup. Really good stuff there from Hamilton on that play. Saved a touchdown there that would have gone to Cyrus Gray. So there's some good things to like. You know, Harrison Mevis is 2 for 2 on field goals today. Mario Williams, he has 2 kick returns for 51 yards. He had a nice return, and then Brennan Presley had a nice return. Xavier Smith looked pretty good on that 1 punt return, picking up 11 yards. So that's really what's been going on today. I agree with you. I'd like to see more CJ Daniels. We found out today the fact that Jordan Whittington and Konate Mumfield are not playing. They are the 3 and the 4. What order they are, I don't know. Terrence Ferguson isn't playing. None of the top 4 tight ends are playing. So this is what we can take away. All right. Let's just go from this perspective. So we have an unofficial depth chart. So the unofficial depth chart, Stafford is the only quarterback that's not going to play. He's a lock to make the roster. Stetson Bennett is probably a lock to make the roster at this point, and Ty Simpson's obviously a lock. The running backs. Okay, so that's 3 so far. The running backs, Kyron, Blake, Ronnie. Those are the guys that they did not play today. They're locks. So if we're looking at locks here, we got 6 so far. Wide receivers, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, Konate Mumfield, Jordan Whittington. Everyone else has played. I obviously think CJ Daniels is going to make the roster, but the locks on this are the 4 receivers that I just mentioned. So if we're looking at absolute locks, that's what? We got 3, 6, 10. Then you have the 4 tight ends. That's 14 locks. Then you have Alec Jackson, Steve Avila, Coleman Shellen, Kevin Dotson, Warren McClendon, right? So that is what? 19 right there? 19 locks. Quesenberry's not playing. That's 20 locks. Dedish isn't playing. That's 21, right? Trost, I know he got hurt. He's a 3rd-round pick. He's a lock. 22. So that's 22 locks so far on the offense. Then on the defensive side, you have Byron Young, Braden Fisk, Poona Ford, Kobe Turner, Myles Garrett, Omar Spates, Nate Landman, Trent McDuffie, Quentin Lake, Cam Curl, Jalen Watson. So if we're doing the math, we got 22 locks on the offense, and that's not including Smith or Daniels. So they'll probably be on it too. But when you look over at the defense, you got the guys that I just mentioned. So if we're doing the math, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? So we're up to 33 locks, 11 on defense so far. Then you have Josiah Stewart. That would be 12. Murchison's playing, not a lock. Keir Thomas is playing. Wesley Bailey's playing, not a lock, right? So you have Josiah Stewart to be 12. Ty Hamilton's playing, not a lock, right? Ty Davis would be a lock. So that's 13, right? So 13 on the defense. I haven't seen Timon Fox. I'm not going to call Timon Fox a lock, but I have not seen him. So you got 13, then 14 for Grant Stewart, 15 for Sean Dolak, right? I haven't seen Elias Neal. Not going to call him a lock, but interesting. Josh Wallace, 16. Cam Kinchin, 17, right? Jalen McCullough, 18. Forbes isn't playing. That's 19 locks on the defense. Everyone else is playing. I'm going to give a lock to Desjuan Johnson. So that is 20 on the defense. That is 22 on the offense. And, of course, the 3 special teamers. And that puts you at 45 out of 53 spots. So right now, if you're doing the math, you can make the guess that there are 8 more roster spots remaining that are up for grabs with how this whole thing is going. And those 8 are between guys like CJ Daniels, who I'm actually going to put CJ Daniels on the roster because, I mean, that's pretty obvious, right? There's no way they're not going to keep him. So they have 7 roster spots, okay? Those 7 are between guys like Tyler Scott, Xavier Smith, Jarquez Hunter, right? You have Bo Limmer, who I didn't mention. He's probably a lock to make this team, but I didn't want to put him because it's not a guarantee. AJ Arcuri, Dylan McMahon, right? Then on the defensive side, you still got Ty Hamilton, Laryl Murchison, and, you know, some of those guys. So that's what we're looking at right now. I just wanted to put that in, you know, at the forefront. Cam Lampkin is another guy. Nazir Forkarine, and of course, Alzillion Hamilton. And then Nick Anderson as well has looked really good. So there's about 7 spots remaining. That's where we're at right now. That's not including Aaron Donald. So there's 6 spots. Thank you. So 6 spots remaining if you include Aaron Donald. So that's 23 on offense. And that's 21 on defense. That's what I mean, guys. I like, well, it's 6 spots, not even 7. It's 6. So this is what I'm talking about like, this is a really freaking hard team to make. You realize this team, I mean, obviously they're the favorites to win the Super Bowl, but you look at like how many spots there are to make, and there's not a lot of spots. There's a lot of good players, but there's not a lot of spots, right? And I could be wrong. There's always a surprising cut, right? There's always a cut that you don't see coming, and you're like, why'd they do that? And they do, right? That could still happen. So it's ridiculous. You got 6 spots remaining. Yes, I've already calculated all of it for the 3 special teamers. I mean, I'm just saying, like, if Ronnie Rivers is a lock, and we haven't seen him today, so I'm going to go on record and say he's probably a lock to make the roster, that's where you're at. This is how tough it is to make an NFL roster. Like, a good NFL roster, it's really tough. The practice squad will look good, sure, but Eric, at the same time, the problem you have is that the Rams are no longer the team that can hide in the weeds. They can't just, they can't just pick somebody and like, oh yeah, well, we'll just like hide him. You can't hide anybody. You're the best team in the NFL. Everybody's going to be all over your guys. There's going to be bad teams that are like, the 90th player on the Rams roster is good enough to make ours. And that is going to be a problem. So the Rams, unfortunately, are probably going to face the wrath of waivers. But that's a good problem to have, unfortunately. So as far as the 6 that are going to make it, let me put this into... I gotta have a diagram or like I lose my mind. So we got Stafford. Let's see. Stafford, Stetson, and Simpson. Okay. So we got those. Running backs, 3. We got Kyron, Corum, Rivers. Okay. Wide receiver, we got 5 that are locks, that I'm calling locks. Puka, Devontae, Kanate, Whittington, and Daniels. Tight end, 5. I don't think I said Max Clare. He's a lock. So there's 5 spots to make they didn't draft a tight end in the second round not to keep him. They're keeping 5 tight ends. So he's a lock. Like I'm here to tell you right now, guys, he's a lock. So this is hilarious. Parkinson, Higbee, right? Ferg, Allen, and Claire. Okay. So yes. Offensive line. We got what? How many are we going with that are locks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll see if they keep McMahon and Limmer and other guys, but Trost and Quesenberry and Diedish are the guys that I think they keep. So we're going to go with 8 here that are locks. So if we're doing that, then it is Jackson, Avila, Shelton, Dotson. I almost said Havenstein. Oh my God. McClendon, Quesenberry, Trost, Diedish. Okay. So we're looking at 11, 16, 24 on offense. So we are officially at 5 open spots. Okay? We're at 5 open spots, folks. Now looking at the defense here. You go to the outside linebackers. Got Byron Young, Josiah Stewart, Myles Garrett. So that's 3. Desjuan Johnson's 4. That's all I'm locking right now. I think Wesley makes the team. I don't think it's a lock he makes the team. I know the game's back. Hold him to 3 yards. So, let's see. We got Young, Garrett, Stewart, and Johnson. And then we have defensive line. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with Donald. So 5 locks there. Nussmeier just ducks it out of bounds. It's 3rd down. Good coverage there by the Rams. Basically a coverage sack. He just ran himself out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage. Yeah, so Fisk, Ford, Turner, Davis, Donald puts us at 9 so far in the defense. Inside linebacker, 4. Spates. Landman. Dolak. Stewart. Not really worried about the order, just putting it in here. Cornerback. Get there. Oh, I thought... No, you got to make that tackle, man. I think Alzillian Hamilton just missed another tackle. Yeah, he did. Damn. You got to make that tackle. It is 4th down, though. But you want to see him finish that, because that's what I was saying earlier in the game. He's got to be able to make that tackle. So McDuffie, Watson, Forbes. Wallace is listed as a cornerback on the depth chart, so we're going to call him a cornerback. So that's 4. Lampkin's not a lock. I think they'll keep him, but he is not a lock, so I'm not putting him in there yet. So McDuffie, Watson, Forbes, Wallace. Safety. The fact Wallace isn't playing, by the way, makes it really tough. Also, Xavier Smith is still out there, so that's probably not really great news for him, but safety, we got Cam Curl, Quentin Lake, Cam Kinchins, Jalen McCullough. None of them are playing. They are locks. That is 4. So, Curl, Lake, McCullough, Kinchins. Special teams, you got 3. Evans, Mevis, Cardona. And where does that put you? So let's see. You're at 24 here, 29, 33, 37, 41, 45, 48. So it's exactly what I said. There are 48 locks out of 53. There are 5 more spots. Of those 5 spots, where do I see them going to answer this question, which was a great question, by the way? I think Jarquez Hunter picks one of them up. So you got RB Hunter. So that's 4. 4 running backs. Now you got 4 remaining spots, right? And then wide receiver, I kind of feel like they're going to keep Xavier Smith, but I don't know. The fact he's still playing in the third quarter is not a good sign for him. There's Dean Connors. So yeah, Jarquez Hunter's probably a lock at this point, but I'm not going to do that. So Hunter's in there if I have to pick 5. Hunter, I'm going to hold off on Xavier Smith and say they're going to keep 3, or they can keep 5 wide receivers because they already have 5 tight ends. So that's what I'm going to do there. Tight end, I already did. Offensive line, I'm going to go with Bo Limmer here to make it 9. That's as far as I'm going to go. So 3 more. Simpson in the gun here on 2nd and 6. Claire in motion. Hands it to Dean Connors. Oh, look at Connors go. I like him a lot. If it was any other team, I feel like he'd be a lock to make this team because I think he is going to have a great preseason out of Houston. But anyway, so defensive line. We'll see. Outside linebacker. I'm going. I think I'm going to go with Bailey. I wouldn't be surprised if they went with Kiera Thomas, but I'm going to go with Bailey here. I'm going to go with D-line. That would be the 6th. I don't know if Tim Keenan makes this roster, folks. I don't know. They keep Murch, Hamilton, or Keenan. They're only keeping one of them. They're not keeping 7 interior defensive linemen. They're not doing that. Or maybe they are. I don't know. Good throw. Stetson, 2. Second rounder, Max Clare, for a gain of 6. Now it's 3rd and 4 here. Yeah, I got 2 more spots, folks. I'm going to go with Ty Hamilton. I think they're going to stick with Hamilton here. I think they end up cutting Tim Keenan, putting him on the practice squad. Simpson threw it to Claire again. It's going to be 4th and about 2. I didn't love that call, but is what it is. And then I think the cornerback is going to be, that would be 5, by the way. I think the cornerback is going to be Cam Lampkin. So that's it, guys. The 5 players that I think are going to make the roster that are remaining, the 5 slots remaining: Hunter, Limmer, Bailey, Hamilton, Lampkin. I figured it out. Took me a while, literally cut into the game, but we figured it out, folks. We have an idea now. Oh, what a play. Who's 47? Who is 47? That was a nice play. And that wasn't Bailey. What? That wasn't... I don't even know who made that play then. That was a good tackle on the special teams unit. Oh, it was Zach McPherson. $41, I guess it was, not 47. Yep, it was Zach McPherson who they just got. All right, let's see what we got here. Who's in for defense right now? It's going to help me figure out. We got Rickard in there. Peterson. It doesn't help listening to the Chiefs broadcast because they're just showing Chiefs players. They don't even show who made the tackle. You know how, like, when you're watching the broadcast or in the NFL season and guys make a tackle on a player and they show the player that caught the ball and then they show the guy that made the tackle? Well, they're not even doing that. Oh, God, Emmett Johnson. Nice tackle there by Rickard. I kind of like him. He's not going to make the team. He has no chance in hell, but he could be on the practice squad. Banker Elpris, I just saw this. Thank you for the super. Wish Devin's deal was 40 a year. Ty needs more work. Yeah, I hope it blows up in Seattle's face, personally. But, yeah, I agree completely. Damn. Appreciate the 2, though. Ty does need more work. I want to see him get a full drive. I want to see a touchdown drive from Ty Simpson. I want this drive to end. I want to see Ty Simpson play quarterback, man. I'm not trying to watch Emmett Johnson run down their throats. That was some ram-on-ram crime there. I'd tell you who it was, but they didn't show it. So that's awesome. All right, here we go. Under center. Oh. That's a good blitz there. Nice cornerback blitz. Forces the incomplete pass. Pressures Nussmeier right off the rip. That was Alex Cook off the edge there. Good stuff. I like that. The UFL defensive back. Emmett Johnson is running all over the Rams defense now. Way to go, NFL. You let this guy fall to the 5th round. I don't like that Desjuan Johnson's still in there. Not a fan of that. Yeah, now they're just running through him. Emmett Johnson, 9 carries for 51 yards. Just crazy, man. What website can you watch the game on? Well, I'm watching it on YouTube TV. You can watch it on YouTube TV. You can watch it on NFL Plus. Nice tackle by Alzillion Hamilton. But that's a first down for Brashad Smith. I got to be honest. I don't know how the hell Amari DeMarcado will stay ahead of Emmett Johnson on this depth chart. It's not even close to me. Brashad Smith broke a tackle. Hill Green made a nice stop. He'll make the team. I'm not worried. Desjuan Johnson's going to make the team. He was way too good at end of last year to not make the team. That would be a mistake. Nice tackle there. That was Daryl Peterson. Yeah, this is brutal. This is a slog. You're enjoying it? I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. I'm trying. 59-yard field goal. This is kind of what the Rams should have done at half. Bucker kicks, and I think this thing's good. It's good. 9-6. The Chiefs just took the lead. Might have actually been tied if Sean McVay decided to go for a field goal instead of throwing a Hail Mary. Constant dew drinker, what do you mean? I feel like I've done a lot of play-by-play. Yeah, give me a Ty Simpson touchdown drive, will you? I thought he was the play caller, but they keep here's the problem. Watching the Chiefs broadcast, they keep showing Sean McVay. They have not shown Nate Scheelhaas once. So he probably is the play caller. And it's like I only am seeing when they just keep zooming in on Sean McVay. So I don't know if he is or not. It's weird. I don't know. I absolutely hate those long drives that take up an entire quarter. Like, I just want to watch my 13th overall pick quarterback play. That's all I want to see. I'm just being honest. Like, it's preseason. I don't care about the Chiefs. I don't care. I just want to watch my guys. Yeah, see, that's how bad this broadcast is from a Rams perspective. It's like they think Sean McVay's calling the plays. They keep zooming in on Sean McVay. I'm not kidding you. What's up, Chantry? It's been going well. Can't complain. So here we go now. They're kicking it off. 3:52 remaining in the third. You got Tyler Scott is back there with Alzillion Hamilton, it looks like. Oh, no, it's my bad. It's 81, not 31. Brennan Presley. Presley returns to the 34-yard line. Good return there by Presley. Put some respect on his name, Jake. What are you doing calling him by a different name? So Ty Simpson's still in, by the way. Don't have to worry about that. 1st and 10 here. 3:46 remaining in the third. The Rams find themselves down in this one, 9-6 on the road. True Edwards has checked into the game. Max Claire's there. Blake Hance is at right tackle. So just some stuff there for you. And Dean Connors is the running back. Stetson hands it off. Connors goes. Oh, he had a crease. Man, that might have been pay dirt. He might have just ripped that one for a home run. The cameraman literally just zoomed in on a Chiefs player, and I don't even know who got the penalty. This is what I mean. They're interviewing Creed Humphrey in the middle of a drive, but they're showing only Creed Humphrey right now. All right, here we go. Ty Simpson, the gun, hands it off. Connors tries to bounce it out to the outside. He is stopped for a gain of nothing. So it's going to be a long second down. Yeah, throw the ball, man. What the hell? They're going to throw it. It's 2nd and 19. All right, here we go. Simpson back to pass. Quick fires it to, it appears, Max Clare. And that's a gain of about 5. So it's going to be 3rd and long here. So 3rd and 13 now. Stetson in the gun. He gets the snap. Pretty good protection. Oh, he's holding on the ball too long. Stetson rolls out, fires it, and it's caught by Dean Connors, but it's going to be well short of a first down. I got to tell you, love the escapability. He held on the ball way too long. There has to be the internal clock. You have to at least figure it out. You go, whatever. But he held on the ball too long, but I love the escapability he just showed. And then I'm saying Simpson. I'm not saying Stetson. I'm saying Simpson. I don't know what's going on. I did not say, there's no way I said Stetson. Anyway. So Simpson, I love the escapability. He's got to get rid of the ball quicker there, but I love the escapability, 1. And 2, I love how that ball is on a frozen rope. Like he delivers a strike. It's not like a lob. It's not like a duck. It's just one of those things. I don't think I was, but I've been saying Simpson the whole time. I feel like I've been saying Simpson, but I mean, hey, it's certainly possible. You know how many times I called Logan Bruss Dylan Bruss? It doesn't matter now because he didn't end up being anything. But I wonder if I can roll the tape. Or would I get copyright claim for showing my own video? Is that how YouTube does it now? Let's see. Let's see what I can find here. Nope, I said Simpson. You're all wrong. I just went through it. I just scrubbed through it. I said Simpson, not Stetson. Maybe I said Stetson once. I didn't say it during that drive though. Nah, you guys are insane. Ty Simpson still 2 timeouts from the pocket. Oh, Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson again. You guys. Yeah, you need to clean out your ears, respectfully, of course. I don't doubt it though. I definitely probably said Stetson at some point. Oh, Desjuan Johnson with the sack. Let's go. Oh my lord. Oh no. Oh boy. Nussmeier is not. He's in pain. Desjuan Johnson with a huge sack. He lost. I mean, that's a cramp. I think he's fine. Hopefully. Zaylor Swift. The only problem with a talented team are preseason games are boring and slow. Not that many slots available. LOL. Yeah, that's true. Like I said, there's about 5 slots available right now, if we're being honest. And I already filled them. Zayla, really appreciate the 5 there. Those 5 slots, by the way, we did a whole exercise on this. Jarquez Hunter, Bo Limmer, who's had a really good game, Wesley Bailey, Ty Hamilton, and Cameron Lampkin. Those are the guys that I have making the team. First pass of the second half, you called him Stetson. That's not calling him the whole game, though. So I have no doubt in my mind that I probably screwed it up because I screw up stuff all the time. That's just how it is. But there's no way you can tell me that I've been calling him the entire time. So appreciate the super, Ruiz. But yeah, that's definitely not happening. Well, all right. So here's the thing, KT. When it comes to people thinking that Beck is better than Simpson, currently he probably is better than Simpson. He's played football a lot longer than Simpson, right? Beck is 24, 25 years old. And he's played a lot of football. I mean, how many starts has, I almost said Quentin Beck, good Lord. How many starts has Carson Beck had? Ty Simpson had 15, I believe, in his collegiate career. How many starts did Carson Beck make? He made 43. So you better hope Carson Beck is better than Ty Simpson. He's made 43 starts. The point is, the Rams didn't draft Simpson because he's better than Carson Beck. He didn't go higher than Carson Beck because he's better. He went higher than Carson Beck because Carson Beck is pretty much at his he's at his ceiling. He's not going to get a lot better. He might get a little bit. He's not going to get a ton better. But when you look at Ty Simpson, he has some serious upside. So that's what I would say about that. I'm not saying Stetson. You are out of your freaking mind if you think I'm saying Stetson. Anyway, Razor's Edge, thank you for the 5. I honestly feel Ty looks pretty decent as of me typing this. He's not making any glaring mistakes. I see some good things in the young buck. I agree, Razor's Edge, and I appreciate it. I think Ty Simpson looks really good so far, and I wish they would let him throw the ball more. 2nd and 23. Rams stop him there. It's going to be 3rd and 22. So, yeah, appreciate the super there. And then Zaylor Swift coming in with the 2. O-line looks good. Yes, they do. A lot of time to throw. So, yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing, guys. I really do appreciate the super chats as well. You doing the weekly game prediction league this season? Oh, Pigskin Pick'em? Yeah, let's do it. We'll do it for the with the community. Let's see. Yeah, I've already seen Max Clare has been used in that kind of slot, like the like a slot tight end, role. I don't see them viewing him as anything that's going to be like an every down inline blocker. Like I think they're going to use him flexing out and stuff like that. That's what they're probably going to do. So I agree. Yeah, Tross had a hammy. Hopefully he'll be okay. I haven't looked at Twitter, so I'm sure there's updates. I have been looking at you guys the entire time, believe it or not. Let's see. Where? I'm trying to get news on that, or word on that, I guess. They say anything about Trost? Let's see. I'm not seeing anything on him. Hamstring injury has been ruled out for the remainder of the game. He started at right tackle. That's all I see. But again, guys, I really think they just took him out because he's a big part of this team moving forward. He's a huge part of the... I don't like seeing that Desjuan Johnson's playing in the fourth quarter of this game, but maybe, I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. I don't like it, though. Nussmeier's going deep down the field. Oh, Jason Brownlee was there, but a great play by Nick Anderson, who has been everywhere in this game. He did. He knocked that ball out. Oh, nope, he didn't. Okay, never mind. You can't tell with this freaking camera. I don't know. It looks actually like he might have gotten a tip on it. I can't tell. But anyway, he looks awesome. Xavier Smith's still out there. Oh, this is a nice return. Smith is going for it. He gets down to about the 30-yard line. Great return. He shot out of a cannon there, kind of slowed down when he caught it and then immediately just shot out like a cannon. Any chance we get a Alaric all season? He'll be there. He'll probably get suspended, at least 2 games, but he'll be there. Simpson throws it. It's caught. And almost a first down by Presley. Again, I like the calls from Shieldhaas. Just, let Simpson cook and obviously, keep him comfortable, have him on the move. I don't mind that at all. That's part of him. If you don't like it, tough. Don't draft a quarterback that moves around like that. True Edwards on the outside in motion. Now it's Dean Connors. Connors spins out of a tackle, runs another man over, and picks up the first down. I'll tell you, I like Dean Connors. I liked him coming into preseason and training camp. I liked him when they picked him up. I just don't, there's no room for him. It sucks, but there's no room for Dean Connors on this roster. So you just have to hope that he doesn't get picked up, which I think he will if he has enough. If he makes enough noise in preseason, he's getting picked up. All right, Simpson under center. There's Connors. A little bit too much dancing there. So maybe gained a yard there. Second and goal. Rams are trying to take the lead. Simpson looks away, gets back to Dean Connors. Connors moves, breaks the tackle, and he's in for the touchdown. First touchdown of the game for any team. And the Rams take the lead. I love that play design. You're going to have Ty Simpson look off to the left side, kind of fake a bubble screen, and then turn his attention to the right side. And you throw it, you dump it off to Dean Connors, and you know how he can break tackles. No gloves. It's going to break 93's tackle and another tackle, and he is in for the catch and run touchdown. The first touchdown of Ty Simpson's hopefully long historic career. So I know it's preseason, but that was Ty Simpson's first touchdown in the NFL. Now, don't forget, guys, when you get asked someday in a trivia question, who did Ty Simpson throw his first touchdown to in preseason? Not that anybody's going to ask you this. Dean Connors from Houston is the name. So, man. KT, I don't know if I would say Connors looks better than Hunter. Now, I mean this with all due respect to Ronnie. I like Ronnie Rivers, but you have the talent in this running back room with Hunter and Waters and Connors. I don't understand how we're watching... Like Ronnie Rivers doesn't play at all. Like he doesn't even have to fight for his job. I don't get that. How is he a lock to make the roster? That to me is a little weird. And I like Ronnie Rivers. I'm just being honest here. That's all. I'm just being honest. But yeah. How's the production, y'all? Do you guys like the tickers and everything? I wish it was perfect. I wish it was more live. I don't know what just happened there, but it takes a little bit to update. But it's better than nothing, right? This is definitely, I think, the best overlay that I've had since I've been doing content. Someone said Rivers should be on the practice squad. He's like the Troy Reader of the offense. Oh, poor Rivers. I'm not trying to throw him under the bus. I'm just saying I don't know why like he's a lock to make the roster. We're not like even having anybody compete for that spot. That feels weird to me. That's insane. They had Patrick Mahomes covering guys pregame. I don't know why you would do that with that knee, but okay. They are. Aria, I'm going to highlight this. You're absolutely right that I'm going to get to the super chat I just got. Really appreciate it, Razor's Edge. This is 100% right. You can't skimp on any part of football, okay? I'm tired of people acting like, well, we don't need return. We don't need this. We don't need that. Yes, you do. This isn't a customizable thing, okay? The reality is if the Seattle Seahawks didn't trade for Rashid Shaheed, they don't win the Super Bowl. They definitely don't win Week 16, and they might not even make it to the NFC Championship game. Having a returner is absolutely game-changing. But it isn't just like, oh, it's nice that you should have it. It's part of the game of football. So having good punt returns, like the one that Xavier Smith just had, that might knock him back onto the roster in 2026, that is a boost. The offense has a shorter field. It's 100% a boost. Field position is such a big deal. So I completely agree with you. And honestly, if Xavier Smith continues to have returns like that, I have no issue keeping him on the team. Like, none. So Razor's Edge, thank you for the 5. What strikes me about Ty so far, and don't get me wrong, it's limited tape so far, but he looks poised, make good decision-making, and he has legs. No, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a quarterback. All right, I'll just be entirely honest with you. Stetson Bennett was, 26 when he started for the Rams in preseason? His first game. Stetson Bennett, he ended up having a really good game statistically wise, but like he also looked uncomfortable more often than not. Like there was something about him. He looked uncomfortable, and that's a really nice rush by Bailey. Oh, it's picked. It is picked. It is Zach McPherson, who has been on the Rams for less than a week, just took that ball away. And it is picked off. That is Chris Oladokin who just threw it. And it is an interception for the Los Angeles Rams. Nice pressure from Wesley Bailey and a superb interception by Zach McPherson to take that, pluck it out of the air. That is not... Oh, he got pushed too, and wow, that was a tough grab. Oh, okay, they're going to say that it hit the ground. That's a shame. It probably was an incomplete pass, but you know what? You don't even deserve to have the possession after throwing a ball like that. That feels wrong. McPherson has just arrived. All right, 3rd and 5. Here we go. Oladukin in the shotgun. Oh, boy. He's going to take off and run for God knows how long. To the 45-yard line. There was nobody in the second level, and he just took off and ran it. So it's going to be a first down for the Kansas City Chiefs, 3rd down conversion. So that's brutal to go from what you thought was a turnover that got the bench riled up to now it's 1st and 10 Kansas City. That's brutal. Tough play there. That is still a really good play by McPherson. I totally agree with you. So now they're at the 45-yard line. Oladukin hands it off. And who was 25? God forbid they actually tell us. DeMarcado? Oh, yeah, DeMarcado isn't... he was listed on the depth chart higher than Emmett Johnson. That's not happening. DeMarcado just got a carry just now. He was listed as the 2nd running back. So, interesting. 2nd and 7 here. Oh, nice play. 93 on the Rams defense there. Made the stop. That was Bill Norton. Just ate up DeMarcado. It's a 3rd and 6 here for the Rams on defense. They just keep showing these sideline interviews I don't care about of the Chiefs. 10:18 left to go and counting. Just under 8 seconds left on the play clock here. They finally show us from the broadcast. And that's going to be a false start. Wesley Bailey has forced 4 penalties today on Kansas City. He forced that false start. You could tell. I'm going to give it to him anyway. I don't care what anyone says. So 3rd and 11. 10:05 remaining. Third and 11. Doken going deep down the field, and it's broken up by Nick Anderson. Once again, Anderson separates player from football, and it's 4th and 11. Great pass breakup. He's not going to get there. He puts his hand in there, knocks the ball out. Great stuff there from him because they had him beat. They had everybody beat over the top. Number 7 of Kansas City going to Evans there. Oh, man. 32 came in with reckless abandon, almost blocked that punt. That was close. He almost shoved their own player into the punter. Jordan Waters. That was a play. That was a special teams play. Kurt Justin, I have never once heard anybody say Simpson is going to start over Stafford. So I don't know where you're hearing that. If it's Facebook, you probably need to stay away from there. Or wherever you're hearing it, honestly. Because that's insane. So we're in a commercial break right now. Oh, this comment takes the cake. Jake, are you excited about the new Obsession 2 movie coming out? You had me in the first half, not going to lie. With a plot featuring Seattle's fan base constantly talking about the Rams. That is funny. That's a good one. 8-Bit Tacos, thank you for the 2. Did you buy your Simpson jersey yet? No. I am never buying a rookie jersey again. I'm going to let him solidify himself before I do that, because I did that and I cost Jacob Harris his career. When I bought his jersey, that dude's career went into shambles. They went from, yeah, we have a lot of plans for this guy. As soon as I bought it, they're like, yeah, we don't even know this guy's on the team still. Oh, bootleg. Stetson tries to really kind of change his throw there. That was interesting. Ah, okay. I see you. Or I just called him I did call him Stetson there. Simpson. Yeah, no, that I heard it. That I heard Stetson. Simpson, by the way, he just threw that to draw the penalty. That was a pro play. No, I was not trolling. This is, by the way, me on 3 hours of sleep. So now I know. Simpson. Oh, that was not a good throw. But you know what I liked about the last play is that he drew that penalty. Stafford does that. Don't throw it where it gets picked off. But you're trying to, hey, there's something on the field that you need to look at. That is a flag. And you throw it there to draw the penalty, and that's what happened. So I like seeing that. 3-2-1 Stetson. I could not sleep last night. I don't know what you want from me, guys. 3 hours. Simpson, he's got a man. There we go. Number 83. That's Mark Redmond with a big-time play there. .22 yards. And Jaden Kennedy is shaken up on the play. Down to the LA 40-yard line. Rams up 13-9. What has been an absolute barn burner in Kansas City. Just a crazy affair where they have scored a total of 22 points. You've never seen anything like it. I'm being, sarcastic, of course, but Simpson looking, fires. Oh my God. Dean Connors just makes it look so natural and easy as a natural hands receiver. Pulls it upfield, gets 12, ducks out of bounds, first down. Yeah, he's fun. I like watching Dean Connors. Same time next week, we'll be live here doing our watch party. August 22nd, New Orleans, taking on the Rams. That'll be at SoFi Stadium. So we'll actually get Rams-centric broadcasting. I can't wait. Play action. Simpson looking down the field. He's got a nice catch. And that's a catch and run. Gets up and rumbles for another few yards. That right there. I like the Spider-Man celebration there. Brennan Presley. Stetson. Or I just called him Stetson again. Good Lord. Simpson's cooking. Let's see. That was a 23-yard gain. He was down, got up, ran. Love that. So Ty is now 18 of 21 for 166 and a touchdown. We'll take it. We shall take it. Simpson from the gun, looking down the field, got all the time in the world, fires it, and it's completed to CJ Daniels. I'm just going to say it right now, it is way too early. I freaking love watching this dude play football. Simpson has a rocket. I mean, it's literally right on the money. It's a line. It's a frozen rope. And it just feels like he's processing the game. It's not like that he's playing pitch and catch. Like he's having to make these timing throws and these decisions, and he's making them. And he's not really even running. Like we saw, like when Stetson had his first game, he was running. There's a play action. Simpson fires. He's going to find Presley down at the 2-yard line. Now, when Stetson made his debut, he ran a lot. I think he had like 40 yards or 50 yards rushing in that game. Simpson, okay. Simpson has not run once. He is, I mean, let's just be honest here. He is so focused on playing the quarterback position. He's calm. It really just, he looks really good, guys. All right, here we are. 2-yard line here. Simpson was going to hand it off, it looks like, to Dean Connors, but there's a flag here. 6:40 left to go. Oh, no flag. It was a timeout. You can tell McVay feels really good about Simpson just looking at him. He's been smiling this whole drive. They keep showing him thinking that he's calling plays, which he's not. Come on, get Ty a second passing touchdown. I want to see a real passing touchdown, not a dump off. I want to see him fire it in between two defenders and throw that frozen rope and get the touchdown in the end zone. I think he's going to go to Max Clare, maybe. Nope. Oh, he was looking for the read option. He was looking for CJ Daniels back of the end zone. Just there wasn't really anything there. Simpson rockets it. Touchdown. Dean Connors, a second touchdown. It is an absolute laser in between two defenders, just like I was hoping for. And Simpson has 2 touchdowns. He looks so good, man. That is so nice. Look at that. Dude. I wish he played the whole game. Yeah, this is everything you want to see from Simpson. Everything. Connors, I'm not surprised. Connors is somebody that's going to end up, he's going to have a great preseason, and then they're not going to be able to keep him, and then he's going to end up somewhere, and I'm going to be pissed. But they don't have a choice. That's the problem. This is why I disagree with just like Ronnie Rivers is the guy when you have the talent in the running back room. It's not anything against Ronnie. It's the fact that you have this talent, and it's like, come on, man. Wildman Samurai, thank you for the super. I'm creating a Stetson Simpson jersey and sending it to you, Jake. Oh, God. Appreciate the super chat there. Zaylor Swift, thank you for the 215 is a smooth operator. Reminds me of Breeze. He does kind of look like a young Drew Brees. It's weird, but he kind of does. I think that's a good comp. Play style. I'm not saying he'll be Drew Brees. Drew Brees is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, but hey, you never know. He's in the best spot. I said this over and over again. Was Ty Simpson my favorite player in the draft? Absolutely not. Was he my favorite quarterback in the draft? Absolutely not. But out of all the quarterbacks, He fell in the best situation by a mile. By a mile. The best situation he could have been in. I said it when I said I hate this pick, but I said it's going to work out because of where he's going. And that's what's happened. I mean, I understand it's early, and yeah, by the way, I like the Connors Danny Woodhead comp. If Danny Woodhead was like a little bit more power oriented, yes. But as soon as they drafted him, I said, I don't like this draft pick. This is maybe my least favorite pick, but I think it's going to work because I think he's got everything around him to succeed. And we watch a league where they don't know how to develop quarterbacks. Anthony Richardson, it really occurred to me over the last week or so, watching Anthony Richardson, watching Trey Lance. These guys started very few games. And Ty Simpson only started 15, right? But he's not being thrown in the fire and asked to start right away. And that is the difference here. Whereas a lot of these quarterbacks are just being thrown into the fire. Not Trey Lance. I don't think Trey Lance went to a good situation. I don't think Kyle Shanahan even wanted him. He wanted Mac Jones. But the point being is Ty Simpson also has it up here. Watch the way he's processing the game. I'm not saying it looks like a guy that's ready to start in the NFL today, but I am saying that when you watch him versus Anthony Richardson, who's been in this league now for 3-4 years, he looks like a lot better. And Richardson's played in NFL games, actual NFL games, and Simpson just carries himself in a more, I don't know, put together way. And I mean, you go back, you watch the John Gruden, YouTube video, and you're like, he has it up here, man. That turned me into a fan of his. When I watched that, I was like, you know what? I kind of like this kid. I have no issue if I'm wrong about a player. My whole thing is, I hope I'm wrong if I don't like the pick. I didn't like the pick of John Johnson. I ended up being wrong. I wanted Desmond King. I think John Johnson, when it's all said and done, I think he's had a better career than Desmond King. That's just my personal opinion. I wanted Chris Godwin. They went with Cooper Kupp. I didn't hate Cooper Kupp, but I wanted Chris Godwin. It worked out with Cooper Kupp. Godwin ended up being a good player. He wasn't Cooper Kupp. So that's the thing. Is if I'm wrong, I'm okay with that. I don't need to be right about everything. And I mean, I cover two teams right now religiously. I cover the Rams and I cover the Yankees. And I'll tell you right now, watching the way the Yankees operate versus the Rams, it's really frustrating. Because I feel, and I mean this in the nicest and least egomaniac way possible of saying this, I don't need to have any issue with the Rams and what they do because they're just going to do the right thing more often than not. And I just know they're going to figure it out. With the Yankees, I feel like almost every time I'm right and the guys that are running the team are wrong. I understand how that comes off, but when you haven't won a World Series since 2009, you start to lose the benefit of the doubt, and you don't even have a salary cap. Whereas the Rams, they have to operate with a salary cap. They've also won the Super Bowl in the last 5 years. And as Rob Gronkowski perfectly stated, they should have won back-to-back seasons. So, when, I don't know if you guys saw that interview. They asked him, they're like, hey, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl and why? Who should be the favorite? And he's like, well, I think the Rams should be the favorite. He's like, and they're not just a super team. They're a super team that has been arguably the best team the last 2 years and should have won the Super Bowl the last 2 years. He's right. He's absolutely right. Even if it felt too early in 2024, they should have beaten Philly. They outplayed them in Philly. They should have won the game, right? And they absolutely should have found a way to beat the Seahawks. So that's the thing, man. So watching this team and, if they want to make a pick that I disagree with, well, I'm going to give my say, but that I'm always going to admit when I'm wrong here. And this team, it's it makes me feel good knowing even if I don't like something they do, it's almost always going to work out. Whereas the Yankees side of things, it almost never works out. So, yeah. There's about 4:23 left to go in this game. We got some more supers. Zaylor Swift, appreciate you. We might need to fit Connors into the club for real. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't want to cut him. I do not want to cut him. This is the only problem is if Dean Connors continues to score touchdowns and put up numbers, he's going to be easy to spot for other teams. Oh my God, another penalty on the Chiefs offensive line. Who is your Simpson pro comp and why? So everyone says Drew Brees. I see Brock Purdy. But I see, like, I'm talking from a... Here's my thing, okay? I'm talking from strictly a play type comp. I'm not saying he's going to be Brock Purdy or be less than Brock Purdy or be better than... I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying when I watch him, I see Brock Purdy when the 49ers realized he was their franchise quarterback. That's what I see. And that makes me happy because I've actually defended Brock Purdy probably more than most Rams fans have. I think he's a good player. That said, I think Ty Simpson will be better than Brock Purdy because of who he's around. And they're not going to throw him in the fire and rush him. Like I fully expect Ty Simpson to be better than Brock Purdy. But I think that's kind of the comp that I would make. That's what I see. That could just be recency bias. There's probably better comps that, were in the 2000s, the 90s that I'm not really thinking of. But yes, I agree. P. Sutphin. Absolutely, he has more upside than Purdy. Purdy was drafted as Mr. Irrelevant. This guy was drafted 13th overall for a reason. So the upside's clearly there. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about that. Appreciate that's a great super, by the way, Constant. Really appreciate that. Razor's Edge, thank you for the 5. They just left him wide open. Oh man, Nick Anderson had the tackle, but I don't know if you wanted to tackle him there. I did not like the way his arm bent there. I hope he's okay. He's been having a whale of a game. Nope, didn't like that. And I'll have no idea if he's taken off the field or not because the Chiefs broadcast doesn't even realize what just happened. That was Jaden Ott from Oklahoma. Now at the 13-yard line. Oh, man, that's a walk-in touchdown. I don't know what the hell that was. Razor's Edge, thank you for the 5. Ty in his first set of reps in the NFL looks promising. He will only get better. If you are a Rams fan, the future looks promising even after Stafford. I completely agree. I mean, I know Simpson didn't get a chance to go up against the best of the best, and it wasn't a full NFL game, but he looked really good. And like I said, he had 4 incomplete passes to this point, 21-25 for 190 and 2 touchdowns. 1 incomplete pass was a Hail Mary that he got hit while he was throwing. The other one was a penalty. That was hilarious. He almost blocked a guy. Why is Desjuan Johnson still playing right now? That's insane. Another incomplete pass was he was throwing it away, and then I think there was a drop. He only had 4 incomplete passes. That's crazy. But yeah. Jake can tell Mike 2 touchdowns greater than 1 touchdown. Ty greater than Beck at RT. Yeah, I mean, look. He looked better. I think Beck is probably still a better quarterback. He's had way more experience, but that's not why they drafted him. They drafted him because he has way more upside. There's Oladukin trying to run for a first. Not going to happen. Rams force a 4th down here. 2:30 something to go. 20-9. I wonder, are the Rams going to view this as we can get another run for Ty Simpson, or are they just done for the day? I can't tell. Because I know it's preseason. I don't know. They should be getting Simpson another drive, I think. So now their kick is good. It's 20-12 at the 2-minute warning. Temple Hills Funk, thank you for the 5. Connor reminds me of McCaffrey. His run style and catches really easily. I never had a problem with the drafting Simpson because I understood it. That's fair. Yeah, McCaffrey, I can't go that rich, but I like Connors a lot. I think Connors has a lot of upside, and I think they should try and find a way to keep him. Plus, I think this is somebody that can help you on special teams and could be a returner for you. So there's always a way to get these guys involved. But I guess, we shall see on that. We've had almost 10,000 views today. 10,000 on this live stream. So really do appreciate you guys. I'm excited because we're going to be doing a lot of these apparently, with the primetime games and all. So I'm definitely looking forward to doing more of these watch parties. They're fun. They kind of turn into me doing a little bit of play-by-play commentary, which that's not really entirely how everybody likes to do it, but I don't know. I'm not the best at it, but I'm not the best at it because I don't have I don't have the best view of it. You know what I mean? I'm watching, but if the Chiefs broadcast isn't going to show who made the tackle after the play, I only got a side view. I mean, I can't see that. I like that Dean doesn't have gloves. I agree with you on that one. Yeah, they're going to go for an onside kick. There's no preseason overtime, by the way. It just ties if they were to tie it up. Just in case anybody was wondering, which makes sense. And God, can you imagine somebody getting hurt in preseason overtime? It'd be so stupid. We knew Dean Connors and Wesley Bailey were going to get people going. I'm willing to bet you Wesley Bailey has 5 pressures today, maybe even 6. He's been all over. Hasn't gotten a sack, but he's had a lot of pressures for sure. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm getting down to the wire here. So the Rams recovered the onside kick. It was Villari, the tight end. Now the question, are they just going to run out the clock, or are they going to view this as just potential live bullets for Ty Simpson to do another drive? Probably run out the clock, I'd imagine. This is exactly my point. 5, 6 pressures, 4 penalties forced. Oh, nice run. And oh, it looks like Jordan Waters almost took it to the house. Really good run there by Jordan Waters. Broke a tackle and he was off and running. Benny, I'm with you there. Good Lord. They are so annoying. Guys, just letting you know, right after this, we're going to switch over. Not like immediately after, but not long after, we're going to switch over to the other live stream because we're going to do a live stream like post game. That won't be so long. Like, obviously, it won't be 3 hours long. But the point being is I don't want people who are watching this after the fact to have to come to the watch party to then hear what my thoughts were on the game. I'm just going to go over the game, take, probably some super chats if you guys have any questions or anything like that, and, give my thoughts on it. And obviously, we're going to be talking about the man of the hour, Ty Simpson. So that will be that. Rams will knee it, even though they had a chance at another touchdown. They're choosing to not run up the score in preseason. I commend them for it. So Ty Simpson wins his first start with the Rams 20-12 on the road. Man, was he good today. A lot of really good things to take away. So yeah, guys, I really appreciate you guys being in here and, supporting. That was fun. I really enjoyed doing this, and I'm glad, we're back. Rams football's back. It might not be, the starters playing. It might not be number 9 making dimes left and right, but I will tell you, it was really fun to watch Ty Simpson. It's really fun to just watch your team with their uniforms just, interact, right? And just it was definitely enjoyable. So yeah, the Rams win 20-12. I'll break it down in the other video, but before you guys head on out of here, just want to remind you to like, subscribe, and comment. If you want to check out the other stream, you guys can literally just stay in here and it's going to send you to the other stream. I'm actually setting up the redirect right now, so it's perfect, right? As soon as this ends, it'll send you right over to the other stream. But yeah, I thought you saw a lot of really good things to take away from this game. Some confusing things, like I wasn't expecting to see Desjuan Johnson, who I thought was going to be a focal point of this rotation of the pass rush, and you're seeing him playing late into the fourth quarter. I didn't love seeing that. I'm hoping it was just kind of a thing that they wanted to do. But yeah, I mean, really, really fun game. Once Simpson came in, that's kind of, where I'm at. So any final thoughts before we head on over to the other live stream, which I'm currently setting up right now? You guys let me know. I was very impressed, yes. Connors looked awesome too. I'm a little worried that they're going to lose him because they're probably not going to keep him. So I'm hoping they will. I'm not confident, guys. I'm just not, unfortunately. I wish I was. Does anyone in here think Ty Simpson is now going to be QB2? Not, do you want him to? Do you think it's actually possible that he could carve into QB2? Because, I mean, he looked better than Stetson Bennett did at any point in preseason. I have no issue saying that. because it's not about that. Like Bennett went and, you know, he was making plays and what have you, and made a lot of plays in preseason the last few years. What I just watched was that this guy has way more velocity, and on top of that, you know, he has like just, he looks more comfortable, which I think is everything. So I mean, I don't know, man. Part of it, I think also is, even though Stafford's the MVP, they might want to keep Simpson as the 3 to just kind of keep all of the quarterback controversy away from Stafford, which I totally understand. I think a lot of the reason why they didn't draft Shedeur Sanders was because they didn't want all the fiasco that would have come with it. Because it's like, if Stafford throws a pick, now you have all these people like, oh, we should put in Shedeur Sanders. So I do think that that's probably some of it. Bennett knows the offense. Let's just be honest here. It's not really close. Bennett knows the offense compared to Ty Simpson, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I thought the O-line looked really good. I definitely, I was impressed with the collective effort. I really, I don't know. I really feel good about where they stand, because even if they cut guys that you and I want to make the team, you know, the 53 that they're going to have is probably the best 53 they've had in a long time. This team is really loaded. That's just the reality of it. So, yeah, that's really all there is to it. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go over and do that. I'm gonna go over and do that now, and we'll get this thing going, and we'll talk about Ty Simpson's debut and all that stuff. Really do appreciate you guys being in here. Again, you guys don't have to do anything. I'm going to end this, and it's going to send you, or it should send you right over to the live stream. If it doesn't, then you can just head on over, I guess, manually. It'll be on my channel. But yeah, that is, that's that. I'm also going to push it up because I see I had it at 7:30. I had set for 7:30. It's not. We're like 7:15. Let's see here. All right, y'all. I'll see you over there. Appreciate you hanging out, and I think I got all the super chats. So I will see you guys over on that. And if you guys are not down to hang out for the post game, totally fine. I'll see you guys soon. Later, folks.